are live here at Terminal Bersepadu Selatan TBS to catch the raya feel of people going back to their hometowns to be with their loved ones in time to celebrate raya this weekend. Earlier tonight, I spoke to Professor Kulanthayan KC Mani about ensuring safety while travelling on the road this festive season. Let's hear what he has to say. Hi, Prof. Thank you so much for joining us here at TBS. Now, we can see a lot of people here today. What do you think of the raya traffic this year? Has it significantly increased over the past year, or is it just somewhat the same as pre-pandemic level, you think?
Yeah, what we're expecting is the raya travel, the trips will definitely increase compared to normal days. So the moment it increases multiple times, then there is always a risk for a crash to happen, and that eventually could lead to in terms of fatalities as well. So what we can do in terms of private vehicles, knowing that during raya travel, high traffic, if we can be well prepared before that, knowing it's going to take a much longer travel time, so whatever that we need to fill up in our cars, we should fill up, okay, so that we'll be less worried. That's one. Second is to get our cars well prepared as well, maintain the car well prepared for a real long journey. That's one, and as well as maintain ourselves as well to be prepared for that, and then make sure enough sleep for few days before the travel. Not only one day, few days before that, you need to have at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep enough, and quality of sleep should be there.
That's good to hear. Now, you mentioned just now the risk of accidents during this festive season. Is that the norm for every festive season, raya especially? Are people more prone to having accidents this year?
Accidents, I mean, in terms of road crashes, it will, the chances for it to happen will be there. Not only during raya time, even during normal time as well, they will be there. It's just that during raya time, the possibility is much more higher. But if we want to prevent that, we want to cut that, there is one main intervention that which we should take. The first is reduce the speed of our vehicle.
Yeah.
If we can reduce the speed of a vehicle, we get two gains. One is we are able to control the vehicle much better, therefore we can prevent a crash, that's one. Second, in the event if a crash still happens, the injury severity will be much more lower. So I request with everyone, reduce your speed and make sure you have enough space between your vehicle and the vehicle in front of you. Then, so that in an emergency, even when we press our brake, we have that space to prevent a crash. Just a quick one. If we are driving at 80 km per hour, keep in mind, in any emergency, when we press our brake, we need 58 meters to get our vehicle stopped. So keep that particular distance in order to make sure that our travel is always safe.
Just little things like that can make a huge difference, right?
You're right. That is to prevent crash. The second thing is to prevent injuries in the event of crash happens. For all those who are traveling in a car, we have the seat belts. Make sure every one of us, all adult passengers, use the seat belt. Keep in mind, seat belts can reduce injuries by 40 to 50%. The biggest challenge we have is adult passengers who are sitting in the rear seat are unbelted.
That's true.
So we need to change this norm. We need to make sure everyone are belted. Then we can see a reduction. So my request to all the drivers, make sure you wear a seat belt. Check all your passengers, adult passengers, have they worn one? Once they have worn, then only start the journey.
Right. Now, last question. We are here at TBS, where we can see a lot of people here, opting for public transport instead to go back for raya. What do you make? What's your advice to them for those opting for public transport?
First of all, thank you for choosing public transport. Okay, because in terms of public transport against private vehicle, public transport is the most safest mode of transport. So you have done the right choice. That's one. Okay, and among those who are using buses, if in your buses there are seat belts, okay, please use those seat belts. You don't have to wait for the seatbelt law to ask you to wear it.
Yeah.
If you believe the seatbelt can give you protection, start wearing it. And I believe once you start wearing it, and to all the bus drivers, please maintain the speed limit and please reduce your speed. Then together we can make the public transport travel a safe one.
Yeah. So safety first and prevention is better than cure, right?
You're right.
Thank you so much, Prof.
Thank you very much.